first saw this view, I was inspired to build my Niagara generator.
My boy!
For a city.
Oh, I'm just gonna have a big smile on my face every single time I see him.
About a year, my Warden Cliff project will be as real and functioning as this very generator.
Please, it's gonna be the Tardis. It's a bad time.
We have an emergency.
Maybe. Oh. Not the Tardis.
Ha! Miss Scarrett, I've solved the riddle. We have a thief at work.
I don't think...
Miss Scarrett?
No. No. It's probably whoever is stealing your stuff. There's someone walking in the background. Yeah, I was gonna say, Doctor.
Oh, hi. I don't suppose you've seen anything weird around here. I'll take that as a yes. Mind if I join you?
Oh, wait, what?
Who shot him?
Yeah. Oh! Maybe the little...
Someone with a
Oh, okay, maybe not the spear. Spear.
Why is it gone quiet?
Other side. Oh, from the roof. What is that? Okay, his name will be Sparkles until we know much more about him. So, hello, Sparkles. Oh!
We're not letting you out of our sights until we've worked this out. So where's this lamp then?
She seems a bit more, not happy, but a bit more joyful this episode than last episode for sure.
Age, New York.
Oh, it's Sparkles! Oh wait, it's not Sparkles. But it's someone.
They would recognize genius if it hit them in the face. That instrument detects energy. Is it your own design?
I made it, mainly out of spoons.
You're an inventor.
I have my moments.
I knew it. So you can understand how it feels. You know, when you have an idea and to make it real, I don't think there's any greater thrill.
I couldn't agree more.
It can be difficult, you know, to feel no one else sees the world the way you do. It's like you're,
Out of place.
yeah.
Hmm.
You saw them outside. They talk as if I was dangerous or mad.
So prove them wrong.
Mm.
Sir, this
Ah, that was such a good scene.
is Mr. Morgan.
One of my favorites here. Oh, love it.
With his help,
It didn't pan out, did it?
he's never going to be able to prove it works. He's not.
It's the camera guy from across the street earlier.
It's Harold Green,
Oh.
Edison's men. As in Thomas Edison.
Dapper dude who dresses for the opera. How did he end up digging a ditch?
He heard me say I'd pay $50,000 to the man who could fix my generator. He worked on that thing day and night for a year. And he did it.
And you being the upstanding businessman paid every last cent, I presume.
I offered him a $10 raise. He quit and chose to dig.
What an asshole.
Man just didn't understand the American sense of humor.
Ah, is it Sparkles?
Sorry.
It's good. It's Sparkles. He's walking down the hallway. Ah! Does no one notice his red eyes and the lightning coming out of his fingers? Oh, okay. Oh! What? The... heck?
I didn't know where that came from. How about we try this again? Who are you? Show your true form.
Ooh! Creepy.
Yeah, it's not Edison. I mean, it was, but it turns out it's aliens too. They can look like anyone, so don't let anyone in. Tell Tesla.
Oh, no, oh.
I'm sorry.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! Whoa! Holy shit, the music. really highlights the stress of the situation. You are... Oh, hi, Tardis. That's from The Runaway Bride, correct? Oh, hi.
You're all right.
We've gathered supplies. Now your work. Work on what? Our ship, our weapons, everything.
They're hiding their real faces behind projections. They could look like anything.
So,
Anywhere.
is it the creature from
Trail.
If we're looking for
Runaway Bride? It looks a lot like it.
Why Tesla? Why send this sphere to track him? An inventor from 1900.
We require an engineer. I was talking.
Gee.
We require an engineer.
I wouldn't go killing me and Yaz. Because Yaz can tell you what this is. It's a camera. Bingo.
Whoop, whoop.
Doctor. Oh, yes.
Mr. Tesla.
Spirit.
Oh, that's just
I'll be darned.
adorable.
She actually got you back. Fantastical. I couldn't figure it out either. The internal dimensions transcends the external.
Spot on.
You must all go. Let them take me.
That's not going to happen.
No.
Nikola Tesla, you're going to change the world. But first, you're going to save it.
You're too narrow-minded to grasp the genius of my work, and that is why you will never achieve real greatness. You're not a man of vision. You're a man of parts.
Oi, AC/DC. You two might be the greatest minds of the age, but is there any chance you can stop squabbling while we try and save the planet?
They can't get through. Yeah, I was about to say.
Shield's working then. Oh, signal coming from the sky.
I love the color changes of the TARDIS inside. It's so cool. Oh!
Which of you would like the privilege of dying first?
Stop. If you want Tesla, you have to go through me. And what are you queen of exactly? A stolen ship and second-hand guns. A queen of shreds and patches. You're not a ruler, you're a parasite.
And what are you? So clever, stealing onto my ship. Just a desperate hope you might change my mind.
No, we're way past that. I gave you your chance.
A chance to be like you.
And a chance to evolve. But you were too stupid to take it. When you die, there'll be nothing left behind.
It's very
Just a trail
doctory.
of blood and other people's brilliance. No one will even know you existed.
Have you ever seen a dead planet?
I've seen more than you can possibly imagine.
And yet you still think I can be fooled by the same trick twice?
Doctor, stay back!
And what are you planning to do with this?
Nothing, I just wanted you to take it. Tesla, no! Stop the ship!
Aces. Oh, what a shot! Oh, that was good.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Don't give up. Whatever anyone says.
I'll let them talk. The present is theirs. I work for the future. And the future is mine.
Oh, I love that. I love that line so much.
Shall we?
Oh man. That was a good episode. I really like that. Oh, no, I don't want to see anything. Okay. Yeah, I really like that episode a lot more than last week. Quickly just going to, hang on one second. Gotta move things around here. All right. Hi. Oh, my camera's, I'm gonna switch the battery before I start talking because it might cut out in the middle. Or should we just keep going? We could keep going. No, I should change the battery. I'm gonna change the battery. Okay, battery in, let's talk. Now before we get into specifics, I'm going to talk about my vision for series 12 and what to expect when it comes to reactions, because I didn't really explain that at the beginning. But my plan is to watch week to week with the rest of you, and if there was an episode that I really connected with, I'm going to upload it. However, if there was an episode I didn't really connect with or wasn't really feeling it, I'm just going to talk about it in my next reaction, exactly like I did when I was watching Doctor Who in the first place. But since I didn't talk about episode 3 before this reaction started, I'm going to talk about it now. So, episode 3. I liked the episode. I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was better than most of the singular filler episodes that we had last season. The thing that really elevated the episode for me was Jodie. Jodie as the Doctor. She was very snippy with a lot of people and very short. You know, I think it was a couple weeks or a month or so after she found out about Gallifrey. And, you know, there was a scene at the beginning of the episode when one of the fans said, oh, you know, hopefully this will take you out of your mood. And she said, I'm fine. Obviously not fine at all. But the way that she was just kind of in, you know, like curled up, but not really curled up, and not as enthusiastic or happy as she normally was. I saw a lot more of her Doctor in this episode 4, than I did with episode 3. I think we all saw that, but I'm very curious to see, you know, how her Doctor is going to evolve this season. Especially when it comes with Gallifrey, and I don't know how frequently the Master is going to come in and out, you know? I hope that we have him not just at the beginning, at the end, but maybe one episode in the middle. You know, but then again, like, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I really liked her performance. She is now the Doctor for me. You know, someone said, I think there was a comment I saw in my episode 1 or 2 reaction where, you know, they had their, oh, this is the Doctor moment, and that definitely happened for me. I think whenever she found out about the Master in episode 1, the way her performance was, that was the Doctor. And some of the lines she had this episode I was just like, oh, that's so Doctor of you. So she is definitely, I see her as the Doctor now, and I love her as the Doctor. So that's really cool. I'm glad that that has, you know, happened for me. The other parts of the episode, I think the side characters or the supporting characters were the only two that I really liked were the old couple, and they ended up dying, which sucked. At the beginning, when Benny was trying to propose before Yaz interrupted him, I thought, oh man, I really hope he gets to propose. And then I realized how stupid that was, because this is Doctor Who and something inevitably goes wrong. I was right, sadly. The other supporting characters were just meh, and some of the way the story evolved was wonky. You know, especially when the kid at a certain point went out into the hallway knowing that there were monsters out there. He still went out. I know that was to serve a plot purpose, but that just could have meshed better. And then the mom of the one girl that Ryan liked showing up at the very end was weird, because it was kind of unexplained, or at least I think it was unexplained. I don't really know, but those two parts were it took me out. So I was like, huh, you know? And the other supporting characters just didn't really connect with me. But I did like the twist of it being Earth, and I like the twist of those creatures being humans. That was something I didn't see coming. And the creatures themselves looked great. Very just, you know, probably my top 5 creepy monsters of Doctor Who that I've ever seen so far. But yeah, and let's talk about episode 4, which I really liked. It featured one of my favorite people, Goran, and I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right, or his name right. You're not watching, but Goran, who, if you do not know, there was a show on NBC called Timeless, and it lasted 2 seasons and a movie, and it was such a good show. Really underrated. Well, according to, you know, the ratings people, underrated. But I know so much of the community, or so much of Twitter and all social media, love the show, and I love the show so much, and he played my favorite character on it. So seeing him be a part of Doctor Who was really cool. Also seeing him not play Garcia Flynn was a bit jarring, but I could just tell the difference immediately. Like, I didn't see Garcia Flynn, I saw Nikola Tesla, and Nikola Tesla was so sweet, and some of the lines he had were so great, and especially the scenes he had with the doctor, I really, really liked. I thought those creatures, the Scorpion Queen, the Scorpion Queen, was the creature that we had in Runaway Bride. I think I even had a moment in my reaction, yeah I did, when I was like, oh, that's the creatures from, but I don't think it was, because there would have been a name drop, or they would have been like, oh, I've seen you before, but they looked a lot like it in the face. Or maybe it was, and they just didn't talk about it, but I don't think so, because the one in Runaway Bride was a spider, and this was a scorpion. But yeah, I really like the feel of this episode, and one thing I wanted to point out was the music. The music this season has been especially more prominent, to me at least, when I'm watching this. I noticed different musics. You know, whenever the scorpions were coming down the ship thing, and then whenever Yaz and Edison were running, the music was so urgent, and I felt that sense of, we need to keep going, we need to keep going. And the other piece of music that I really, really fell in love with was whenever we saw in episode 2 Gallifrey destroyed, and the doctor was sitting in her TARDIS. It was so heartbreakingly beautiful, and just the little bits and pieces of music they'll throw in there. You know, when the doctor has a certain moment, they'll play her theme really underlyingly over a scene. I love that, and I don't know, it's really connecting with me this season, and I'm excited to see more of the music as the season goes on. The other thing that I noticed was, I don't know if I put this in the reaction depending on time, but the TARDIS seems bigger. You know, last season it felt very closed off or smaller on the inside. This season the TARDIS interior seems a lot bigger, and I think what they're doing is that they're playing with the colors. You know, the TARDIS interior can change from like gold to blue, and I really, really like that too. That's been a lot of fun to watch. And the TARDIS, I just like whatever they did differently from series 11 to series 12 involving the TARDIS. I like it. But yeah, I think that's everything with this episode. I probably missed a lot, but it's just all rambles in my head. And then as soon as I upload this, I'll think of a million other things to say. Or as soon as I'm editing, I'll think of a million other things to say. But oh well. That's what happens with that's what happens when my rambles come to an end. I just spew a whole bunch of stuff, and then they just yeah, okay. Thank you all for watching this episode with me. Tell me what you thought of this episode. I'm excited as always to watch more. This has been a weekly highlight for me. You know, I love Doctor Who, and I'm so glad it's back. I'm so glad I get to watch week to week with everybody else. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, I will see you guys next time for whatever episode that might be. Look at this proper outro that I just ruined by saying, look at this proper outro. Ooh, double wave, double wave. Oh, wait, you know what I could do? Ready, guys? You all know. If you know it, you know it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Peace out, Girl Scouts.